Welcome back. Now here's one interesting story that is playing out in the arena of a debate between development versus environmental conservation. Now many have come to the conclusion that development comes at a price, and the ambitious Chennai Metro Rail project stands testimony to that. Now as we eye faster, more efficient means of transportation, there is a good possibility that lush green patches which serve as lungs to the city could be wiped out. Well, our reporter Cuckoo Alex takes a look at the lush and fertile Vet Sciences University campus that might have to give way for a state-of-the-art metro rail station. Take a look.
Sprawling 9.92 acre of land in the heart of Nandanam is reeling under a dispute for land privilege, one of development versus nature, a dispute between the Chennai Metro Rail Limited and empathizers of the flora and fauna in the Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Sciences University campus. The CMRL had initially put forth a demand for only 10,000 square feet of this land for constructing the Shamir station, but later decided to take over the entire campus belonging to the university to build not just a metro station but also a parking area and escalators among other facilities. Now, 3 public interest litigations have been filed against the CMRL, which is being heard at the Madras High Court.
These headquarters and other facilities can very well be constructed elsewhere. If you look at the Nandanam campus, that's a heritage place about 123 years old. It has about 215 trees with a lot of canopy, and there's a large peepal tree that comes under ficus, which is a keystone species, and that's almost the oldest or largest one in Chennai, I think. And the biodiversity cannot be shifted.
Chennai is the only city in this country where you have a population of free-ranging deer. And these deer have some heritage value. The first is the Forest Department, where the Wildlife Warden of Chennai is the primary person responsible. But we also have the Central Zoo Authority and the Animal Welfare Board, which have to be consulted and their support sought if we have to translocate these animals.
That's right. Environmentalists have put their foot down and have refused any negotiation in this matter. But Metro Rail officials have their own justifications to give.
Planning to complete the entire project, phase 1 of the project by 2015.
It's already decided which are the places that will have the offices, which are the places that will have the stations.
Stations, yes, all that is already decided. Yes. In all, we are having about 34 stations. But we are having a station, metro station there, and the land is required only for the metro rail purposes.
Would the full 10 acres be required for the metro?
Yes, definitely. There we are planning for a traffic integration and parking and other traffic integration related facilities. So we are definitely requiring 10 acres.
Clearly, there are arguments to be heard from both the Chennai Metro Rail as well as the Veterinary Sciences University. So perhaps it is welcome that the Madras High Court will decide on this dispute over land. The petitions come up for hearing on the 15th of this month. With camera persons Arun and Pradeep, Cuckoo Alex for NDTV Hindu.
Well, shifting tracks, now we get you news from the world of business. Well, to begin with, the inflation figures for the month of January recorded a marginal fall and settled at 8.23% as opposed to 8.43% in December. Now, with soaring crude oil prices, strengthening of commodity prices and infrastructural constraints adding to the woes, economists are careful about their estimates for the future. Meanwhile, Pranab Mukherjee, the finance minister, has assured that inflation is likely to dip to 7% by March end. However, analysts are not too hopeful. They argue that with food inflation figures continuing to climb and price rise spilling over to the manufacturing space, taming inflation will be a tall task. Well, in news now from the markets, after rising steadily over a sustained period and the BSE Sensex nearly touching an all-time high of over 21,000 points in November, why exactly did the markets start falling rapidly? Well, stock market watchdog SEBI now suspects foul play in battering of the Sensex in the past few months. The Sensex has fallen by nearly 4,000 points or more than 17% since November of 2010. Now, according to reports, SEBI is probing at least 25 brokers, FIIs and mutual funds. The reports also say that at least 3 bear cartels are operating together to hammer down certain stocks. SEBI will also be probing trading patterns of the affected stocks over the last few months. Well, speaking of the markets, in a refreshing break from the broad-based selling scene on Dalal Street, the markets snapped the losing streak on Friday and took that momentum forward today. The stocks were on fire, with investors looking at value buying. The Sensex shot up by as much as 473 points to close the day at 18,202. Now, the Nifty, meanwhile, regained the 5,400 levels and closed the day at 5,456. Now, all the sectors were in the green. Capital goods and FMCG stocks lead the gains, closely followed by financials and auto stocks. Metals and fertilizers as well were among the favorites today. Well, in some national news now, the government is investigating the source of money that Pakistani singer Rahat Fateh Ali Khan was carrying when he was detained at Delhi's IGI airport yesterday. Now, Khan, the nephew of legendary singer Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, was held with undeclared currency worth $1,24,000 or over 60 lakh rupees. Now, Rahat and 2 others have been asked to appear before the Department of Revenue Intelligence on February 17th. They will be questioned on the singer as to where he got the money from. Now, Pakistan has sought consular access to him. Pakistan has been in touch with the Indian High Commission in both Islamabad and in New Delhi, asking to be kept in the loop. And well, in a development that means a big relief for the Yediyurappa government in Karnataka, the High Court has upheld the suspension of 5 independent MLAs. Now, these MLAs, along with 11 BJP MLAs, had been suspended on October 5th last year, citing anti-defection laws for withdrawing their support to the Yediyurappa government. And well, this man can see no light but fights so others can. This brave warrior redefines optimism and determination. We get you his inspiring tale on the other side.